And here is Chapter 7, the final chapter of the Manster escape sequence. Also, the last escape objective until Chapter 13. And thanks to a small exploit I'm going to show you, this chapter becomes almost entirely a non-issue. The main gist is that you need to get to Castle Mies in the south while being chased by Manster's cavalry from the north. You either travel down the east path where a few mercenaries will advance to meet you, or go west through the mountains and avoid the cavalry that can't cross the terrain, but instead have to deal with a much larger group of bandits and hunters. But none of that matters, as you simply need to send any unit to the forest tile up north before the end of turn 2, and you will block the enemy boss from spawning and thus all of the reinforcements aside from the initial trio of cavaliers. With this, the 12 turns of cavaliers, mages, and bishops with meteor tomes will never appear, and you can almost casually stroll down towards the castle without any issue. With that, head due south through the empty path towards the mercenaries, as you'll want to set up around the mountain and forest midway through the path. Turn 2 also brings 2 of your past party members back. Finn and Safie will appear near the bottom of the map, and you'll want to get them north right away to rendezvous with your units. Another familiar face is Shiva, back from Chapter 2X, who is part of the mercenary group. Shiva is recruited by having Safie talk to him, which is why you need to get her up there ASAP, as the mercenaries will almost assuredly engage before you are ready for the recruitment. You'll also have to deal with the 3 cavaliers. They all carry rapiers so they can be threatening to your cavalry, but they're also light enough for Leifus to steal, so take advantage of that. When it comes time to engage the mercenaries, you'll want to set up scenarios where you can easily capture them using Fergus or even Brighton with the Brave Axe, as nearly every merc has great gear, a killer edge, silver sword, iron claymore, and just basic iron swords that you can never have enough of. So make sure you have units in front that can weaken but not kill them, and have them carry Crusader scrolls so they don't get accidentally crit. If Shiva is going to engage you before Safie is ready, then just block off each side of his movement with unarmed units or just characters that cannot possibly damage him enough to kill, like Karen. But once you are able, have Safie talk to the swordsman and he will join your party. Shiva is a real standout, a grade A certified order of whoop-ass to go. He's your second sword fighter and he blows Makua out of the water in every way with a higher PCC, higher stats, especially in strength and defense, and a great skill in Solar Sword, or Sun Sword, or Soul. Fuck it. I'm calling it Sun Sword from now on. Got it? Anyway, it activates on a skill % chance, and simply put, it restores HP equal to the damage you inflict. Always handy to have, and it makes Shiva quite durable. He does start off at a somewhat low level, but thankfully the next 2 chapters are just loaded with axe users that he can easily take apart, so there's no issue with training him. But you should probably have him hold the SETI scroll, as he has a strangely low speed growth for a Myrmidon. Simply put, Shiva is one of the best units in the game thanks to great stats, abilities, and a super optimal join time. Definitely use him. Once all this is done, you should just head down to the castle and escape, as this chapter is where fatigue starts to apply, so hopefully you remember how that works from the intro. There is a group of enemies to the west and an arena, but there are better opportunities for EXP gains in the chapters to come, so just have your units pile off into Mies for the next chapter. One note, once you have any unit enter Mies, Hannibal and his armors will spawn, and all of the Manster units will immediately start fleeing, assuming there are any left. If you ever plan on tackling this chapter without the exploit at the beginning, have someone get to Mies right away so you can take advantage of this. Anyway, once you've escaped, you can take solace in the fact that the Manster escape sequence, likely the hardest part of the game, is finally over, and your true journey, the rising experience of the game and its challenges, can really begin. But next chapter is a big breather, though not without a frustrating guiding objective. See you then!